Week 2 of the Fantasy Playoffs is brought to you by the Samsung Galaxy 3. It's out of this world. It's smart. It's a phone. It's the smartphone. Available at all major phone providers. Week 1 was very interesting, was it not? Get Some raced out to a big lead, mainly because Despicable Me still thinks it's last year's finals. Well, Despicable Me, it didn't work against a team that was only putting up 80. It's not going to go well against a team that's putting up triple digits every week. This is why you're behind 79 to 105 after 1 week. Can you come back? Of course you can. I've seen it. You've seen it. Josh has seen it. Get some. So what we're looking at right now is really a final between Get Some and Wembley. That's if Get Some can hold on. But wait. I know y'all are slave to the points in the rankings. That's why when you search the free agency and waiver wires, you click on that button that says projected points for next week. And that's how you pick who you're going to pick up and be really excited about. Well, if you believe that, then you believe Despicable Me is going to come back and win this matchup. For they were favored by more than 26 points. And guess what they were down? 26 points. Now, we already know that Despicable Me has had one player play out already. It was just a defense, so it was no big deal. Not going to make things too interesting. Wait, they did make it interesting. The Bengals defense put up 23 points. Oh, what a defense can make. A defense can make a difference. A difference for a defense. 23 points lands Despicable Me at this very point heading into Sunday, down by only 3 points. 105 to 102. Much better than last week when he had a minus on the defensive side. That's bad news for Get Some. Now, he's got to sweat a little bit. Yeah, you have one extra player going right now, but all he did is lose his defense. And let's be honest, the Giants, I don't see putting up tons of points against the Atlanta Falcons. So, say the Giants put up 4. You're really going to only be up by 7 points with the rest remaining. It's pretty scary when you were up by so many points, almost assured to see your showdown in the finals, going up against a Schumacher brother, your chance of redemption from year 1 of Fraggle Rock when you were the top team and you got your ass kicked by a humongous underdog, I think playing his first year of fantasy football or fantasy sports, period. I know it sticks right here. And now, you're going into this weekend a little worried. Let's look at underdog Despicable Me right here. Throwing up at quarterback, throwing up at quarterback. That doesn't sound good, does it? Josh Freeman is going to start instead of Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick gave you 20 points. He was the only good player on your team last week. You're going to bench him for Josh Freeman against New Orleans. I get it, matchups. But let's be honest. New England will probably score, right? I don't know. I think I go Kaepernick on this one. I give Kaepernick a lead because of his legs. He's not hurt. He's getting a better grasp of the offense. He's averaging more points over the last 4 weeks than Josh Freeman. Let's go into the number really quick. Freeman the last few weeks. 21, 10, 15, 16. Not horrible. Not horrible. Kaepernick's stats. Over, let's just go the weeks that he started, okay? 16, 18, 19, 14, 21. Lowest at 14 against a great St. Louis defense. Chicago he blasted. New Orleans blasted. St. Louis before 16 still. And Miami, one of the better defenses, 21 because of his legs. I don't know if I could sit him. Big, bold move by you. Freeman, I'm going to give 14 points this week. That's 14 plus your 23 by the Bengals already, okay? Arian Foster against Indianapolis defense. You got to love that as long as they don't get started getting blown out again. But Foster's not going to be held down again. 16 points for Foster. Chris Johnson against the Jets. Jets have been getting better on defense against opposing running backs. Chris Johnson, 7 points. We have Powell from the Jets. Really? Okay. I know you're starting him over Brandon Lloyd because he's going against the 49ers defense. I understand that. Not really big on Powell. I'm going to give him 5 points for the week. Reggie Wayne, Indianapolis against Houston. I like Reggie. Reggie's doing really well this year. Against Houston, it's going to continue. 16 points for Mr. Reggie motherfucking Wayne. Okay? PR looks really good, right? He's got Kirk Cousins this week, not RG3. Not moving around that pocket. Do you know Pierre Garçon has benefited the most by passes that have come out of the quarterback's hands after 4 seconds? Kirk Cousins not going to be holding the ball that long. And if he is, he's not going to be throwing the ball. He'll be on the ground. Pierre Garçon, only 8 points. Next, Mr. Dallas Clark of Tampa Bay. Going against New Orleans? I get it. New Orleans is pretty good. Dallas Clark, not so much anymore. Only 3 points for Mr. Dallas Clark. Next, we have Sebastian Janikowski, the leg. Love him. Against KC. Horrible defense, but horrible offense for the Oakland Raiders. Give him a 50, a 40, and 2 extra points. That's 11 points for Mr. Sebastian Janikowski. Ooh, Josh, speaking of which, you just texted me. I said, oh, wow, boy, did those Bengals make it interesting. And you go, fact. FML. Fuck my life. I'm going to text you back right now and say, haha, you are now in my update. There. That was pretty cool because I was texting you while talking to you. How awesome was that? Yeah. Anyhow, all together, that will give Despicable Me 103 points for this week. 103 points. You're down by 26. So that means Get Some can't have that great of a week. It would have to have a pretty bad week, actually, in order for you to beat him. Let's go through Get Some. He hasn't had anybody play this week. He's going to be throwing them all on Sunday. No Mondays. So with your 2 players, actually, Johnson and Powell, going on Monday, you're going to be sitting by the computer. Please let me go to the finals and get my ass kicked by Brett. Anyhow, Peyton Manning, Baltimore, love Peyton. Love him against that Baltimore pass defense. Give me 19 points for Peyton Manning. Stephen Ridley, San Francisco, don't love. Give me only 8 points. Vic Ballard against Houston's defense. They're going to be mighty pissed off. 6 points. Steve Smith, who? Is he even on in the league? 6 points. Andre Johnson, Indy. They're going to give up points. I see shootout coming up. Andre had a bad week last week. Give him 18 this week. Brandon Marshall. He's a beast. He's going against lousy Green Bay defense, and he was talking shit. Problem is, they shut him down last time. I don't think they're going to shut him down, but I don't see him getting in the end zone. 6 points. Tony Gonzalez. Huge, right? Going against the Giants, right? 13 points. I know. Who would have thunk I would have said 13 points for Tony Gonzalez? And then we have Connor Barth of Tampa Bay going against New Orleans. He's going to be kicking a lot. I say 2 field goals, short, make that 6. And then I'm going to say 2 extra touchdowns, make that 8. He gets 8 points. That makes your final tally 84. 84 gives you the win. 189 to 182. You pull it off, buddy. You pull it off. And your reward is going to get your ass slapped by me. And you're going to enjoy it. Hey, Despicable Me, prove me wrong. No one wants to see you and Gobo in the finals again with your 70-point games. All right? Nobody. We need actual teams. Get out of here.